Hello friends, this is my first review video on Alphablocks and whether Alphablocks is a good educational channel for kids learning how to read. So I haven't used Alphablocks myself in the classroom, but my 20 years of experience in educational technology and literacy instruction tells me that Alphablocks is a good educational channel for kids. This channel focuses on phonics, matching sounds to letters. Alphablocks are cartoon letters who fly into the air to carry on conversations and have adventures using only their letter sounds over and over again. The cartoon adventures lead the characters to join up to make different words. So the cartoons are funny, they're engaging, and when you watch them, you just really want to repeat the sounds. And when they form up to make a word, you just really want to shout out the word. It's just very fun. So my personal favorite is the letter R, who is dressed up like a pirate and says "Arr" all the time. And he's kind of rough. Like, he's a very cool pirate. He's got a patch on, extremely great. Love R. So Alphablocks is age appropriate. The videos are quick. They emphasize repetition, which is just right for maybe 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, depending on when they're starting to get into reading. There's plenty of repetition, and there's a load of different really short videos. So they're pretty perfect. And all of the games and activities that the characters are engaging with in the cartoons, it's just very gentle fun. Like, they have races, you know, they get together and they go on walks. It's just cute. So, the other thing that I really like about Alphablocks is it has accurate content for phonics. Phonics is a way to teach matching sounds to letters. In order to read words, children who know the sounds of words need to know how what they look like when they're a letter in a word. And not just what the letters are, like the alphabet itself, but the sounds that the letters make, which is different depending on the word, right? Especially when you have more than one letter that makes a single sound, right? Those are called digraphs, if you want the fancy word for it. So because the cartoon adventures lead to making whole words, the Alphablocks demonstrate how the letters change what they're saying depending on the word that they spell. Right? So for example, the letter T might have a nice crisp T in toy, but it changes to a buzzy V in they when T and H are together. Also, W is always a challenge when kids are learning how to read. They're like, what is that sound? What, right? It says what in where, but then it says ho in whole, right? So it's super confusing when you know the word what, and then you see it written on the page. Super confusing. So the Alphablocks do a pretty good job of giving plenty of examples of W and H linking arms, trotting along, having adventures, and making words. Extremely cool. All right. There's no other way to learn these kinds of things except to practice. And it's actually pretty tough. Normally it's pretty boring for kids to learn phonics. So children who are about 3 to 5 would benefit from a few minutes a day watching and talking along with the Alphablock videos. It would be helpful to encourage children to repeat along with the characters. And so an adult or an older child might want to watch along with them a couple of times and just like model, you know, like, you know, just getting into it, right? Honestly, I think the children would do it on their own. Like, it's extremely compelling. So there's also no harm done just turning on these little videos for young kids when they're bored at any age. Although I do predict that kids who already know their alphabet will think that they're too big for Alphablocks and they won't be as interested. So if you've got a child who's already mastered not just their alphabet, but also reading words, they probably won't be as into it. Be careful about thinking that this set of videos can replace being in person and practicing this kind of thing. It's good as a way to practice sound letter correspondence, but children need to engage with real books, with real people, in order for them to understand what reading is all about. Reading, it's for having fun, it's for communicating, it's for learning new stuff. That's the kind of thing that reading is about. And if you rely just on technology, sometimes that message gets lost, and you get children who they're like, why am I reading? It's just a chore. I don't know why I'm doing this. So while EdTech is extremely great and these videos are super awesome, just beware a little bit there. We all know that kids are drawn to the screen, and this makes us feel better using Alphablocks when we know that they're watching something that helps them with their reading skills. Matching sounds to letters is a big step in learning how to read and write, and Alphablocks turns the learning challenge into some pretty fun entertainment. I mean, I was entertained, I was into it. So you can let children watch and engage to form a kind of a positive and fun association with learning letter sounds, rather than the kind of frankly painful memorization that might have to happen. So Alphablocks, 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more, click here to see my latest video. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to hit the subscription button.